Her speech title is called Commitment, and it is a 10 to 15 minute presentation. Please help me welcome to the lectern, Daphne Hart.
For the last few weeks, everyone has been riveted to the television, sitting and waiting. There were so many activities. There were basketball players. Woo. There were relay races. There were golfers. There were baseball. There was soccer. Some people know it as kickball, foosball, football. But these were very important for the Olympics. These people trained, some of them an entire lifetime, for the gold. In Toastmasters, we're going for the gold too. To be able to go for the gold in Toastmasters, you have to understand the difference between an interest and a commitment. An interest is only when it's convenient for you. That's when you show up. A commitment means that there's no excuses, just results. That's by Kenneth Blanchard. We're going for the gold. The Olympics, U.S. Olympics, were able to receive 46 gold medals. They ended up with a total of 121 medals. That's quite a bit. Wouldn't you say that required quite a bit of a commitment to be able to accomplish that? Quite a bit of a commitment. Well, that's the same thing that we'll take in Toastmasters to go for the gold. Madam President, honored guests, and fellow gold medal winners, I have placed on your desk an envelope. I had it sealed because I didn't want you to look at it and be distracted. But you can go ahead and open that envelope now. My presentation this evening is on the Toastmasters commitment, which is a Toastmasters promise. Every person, every member of Toastmasters will take an oath, a promise, when you join Toastmasters. That's very important. So what is an oath and a promise? It's a commitment. We'll take a look at that and we'll recite some of those items at the end of my presentation. I also wrote on the board a formula. Can you see that? V plus C plus V equals P, and I wrote it on the back of your promise card. So we are going to also take a look at what that is at the end of this presentation. Commitment to Toastmasters. There are 3 fundamentals that are important as a Toastmaster. Participate, interact, and maintain club quality. Participate. This is where you show up for the meeting. You get to participate when you show up. You're assigned different functions in the club meeting, such as an on counter, a timer, a voter. If you walk through that door, we're going to guarantee something for you to do that night. That's part of being a Toastmaster. And be ready. Don't say, oh, I'm not ready for that this evening. Be ready, because it's for your own personal growth. Goals are important. She talked about how we can improve membership. As VP of membership, having a goal for yourself is the most important thing. If you don't have something you're aiming for, how do you know you even reach it? Do you think that Olympic gymnast woke up one day and said, I'm gonna do backflips? Or did she start, or he start somewhere? they had to have a goal. And their goal was, one day I want to be in the Olympics. I started out with a goal when I joined Toastmasters. My goal was to learn how to become a better speaker so that I could help at-risk, disadvantaged youth to improve their speaking ability. Because I realized that if you feel comfortable and confident and people value what you have to say, then that helps to raise your view of yourself. So that adds value. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
The next step is to interact. To interact with Toastmasters, sorry about that. To interact with Toastmasters, that means that you will be assigned leadership roles. She mentioned that we have manuals. In these manuals, in the back of them, there's one that is a leadership manual. We not only go through the process of becoming a competent communicator, but we also learn how to become a better leader. And we do that by accepting different roles. As an evaluator, we're having the opportunity to share with people our thoughts and our feelings about their particular presentation. And in turn, that adds value to the speaker. So just think, if you didn't show up, that evaluation for that particular speaker would have never happened. So then that's limiting their growth. So you're adding value. Maintain club quality. We maintain club quality by also accepting our roles as an officer. In Toastmasters, you have an opportunity to become Sergeant of Arms. That's the person who will open the club to begin the meeting so that it sets the presence for the meeting. You have your president, you have your vice president of membership, you have your vice president of public relations. So all of these offices will allow you to grow because you're also helping others to grow. So this, again, will add value and allow you to go for the goal in Toastmasters. I put on there the formula. V plus C plus V equals P. That's on the back of your card. That simply means value. Do you realize that when you value something, that's when you commit to it? If something is super important to you, you will commit to it. I find that this day and time, commitment is a kind of one of those loose words, you know. Or we're gonna go to lunch sometime. I'll call you. Have you gotten that? Oh, I'm gonna show up, and then you never see that person show up. Oh, I love you so much. You're gonna marry me? I want your ring, I want your babies, I want everything. Oh, I don't like him anymore. We're so loose on our commitments. That affects your growth, your own personal growth. You can't grow, you can't learn, you can't improve in Toastmasters if you don't participate, interact, and maintain club quality. So the V plus C plus V equals P. The value that you get from Toastmasters plus your commitment plus the value that you bring to Toastmasters equals purpose. and ultimately, it impacts your destiny. Will you all please stand with me? Now, some of you are Toastmasters for many decades. Some of you are Toastmasters less than a year. Some of you are Toastmasters not yet, but we're hoping that you will become a Toastmaster. So this is what you're getting yourself into. If you will hold your card up and repeat these after me. I promise to attend club meetings regularly. To prepare all my speeches and leadership projects to the best of my ability. Basing them on projects in the competent communication. Advanced communication. Or competent leadership manuals. To prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments. That's that little sheet that we've been passing around the room. To provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations. To help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow. To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. To treat my fellow members and our guests with respect and courtesy. To bring guests to the club. So they can see the benefits of Toastmaster membership offers. To adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmaster education and recognition programs. To maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. You have now went for the goal. Thank you, Toastmasters.